Yeah, that's better
that
than
Ruben likes to see.
Yeah, that's better than what we do.
Wow.
Or I do, at least.
I see how it is. All right. Jesus.
Oh
I
my
wasn't
gosh,
being
2
called
pages?
out. I wasn't shade being thrown.
Calling me out.
We gonna be here.
Trying to make me feel bad.
No, I'm trying to get on that level.
I'm here on your show trying to help you out.
Our show.
Sorry, I was quoting something.
And now you're making fun of me? What in the world?
Trying to help you out. Was that between two friends?
That was
No.
Lee Corso and Dan McDowell.
Yeah.
See.
Very funny.
Dan
Classic
made a
Tinker
joke about Lee Corso posing naked in Playgirl.
Well, the implication of it, yeah.
Yeah, he made a
Implication.
joke saying that he was the second guy to ever do it because Lee Corso just spent like 10 minutes talking about Burt Reynolds being the first guy to ever do it. And Dan goes, "Oh yeah, well, sorry, I can't do a Dan impression, but something
Oh,
along the
yeah.
lines of, so you were the second guy, right?" And Lee was like, "I'm over here on your little show trying to help you out."
And you got to make some kind of weird comment.
No, I'm just saying you're in good company with Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, that was Dan's point. Because I
I'll
thought
see
I
what the
was
problem
making you a
is.
compliment.
I'll see what the problem is.
Anyways, beloved customer, that's been your ticket update from 18 years ago. Welcome to Septic Guys Know Shit. As always, I'm your little friend, the head of the tabletop, the hero of the hookah, the man with no face, and your chief apparitions officer, Ruben. To my right, we have our Sultan of Seduction. He will kiss your mom, slap your sister on the ass, and tell your dad to go make him a sandwich. He's your personal little nicotine pouch and your personal French peso. Tony.
Really cross culture right there.
We did. To our far left, we have our magnetic musician, the owner of the Duke of Sandwich, the clinch to your Meister,
Yes, sir.
our number one robot hater, the Omega Predator, Ethan. And finally, directly to my left, we have your shade tree mechanic who specializes in lasers. This man also was known as the wine press of the county, owns a sailboat. Some people call him Teddy. I call him Terry. The one and only Terry Action himself,
Yeah.
Teddy.
Glad to be here.
Back on again. Round 2.
Officially on this time.
Yeah.
Official on,
Full
yeah.
plan. Full plan this time.
All right, fellas. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You got things to do. I got to go wrangle a dog. So, Ethan, why don't you
Just
take it
grab
away?
Yes. All right. So you have some info that we've been jib-jabbing about for probably at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. We've been really kind of getting the info from you on the artificial intelligence.
It's coming, fellas.
Oh, gee.
I mean, it's here, basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, it is here. But it's just going to get more and more prevalent.
Right.
It's one of those things that's going to get more and more. How do I put this? Life changing.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, you fellas are way young enough. You're gonna even the longest projections of where this actually happens to a point to where it passes human intelligence, AGI. When it goes past that, I mean, 20 years is a tops, is what they're talking about.
Really?
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, it's just one of those things where it's coming.
Yeah.
And it will be very, I don't know how to say it, I mean, life-changing to a certain extent. You know, I mean, the way things work now will definitely be affected.
Okay.
And so, yeah, listen, this isn't supposed to be all doom and gloom, and I hope you don't think that it is, because, it's one of those things where you fellas should know and prepare.
Okay.
There's certain things that you can do. And there's things that you should probably expect, but it's for me. It's just one of those things where I'll probably live to see most of the basic changes as well. I think I'm only 60, so
Yeah.
another 20 years I'll be 80.
Yeah.
But that's like some of the most people are saying by 2045.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 20 years. I mean, or that's 20 years. But they're saying that by 20. There's a fella named Mo Gowat. You ever heard of that guy?
Mogul.
No.
Yeah. It's Gaudat, sorry.
Goldat.
Yeah. He was the CEO, chief business officer for Google for a number of years.
Okay.
And he wrote some books and some other stuff like that, but he is basically, you got dog problems, bro.
No, someone can't close the door. Go to sleep.
That's an early go to sleep. Well, okay, so wait, hold on.
He's saying by 2045, AI will be 1 billion times smarter than the human.
1 billion times.
How much smarter is it than the average human right now? Or is that even quantifiable?
It's as smart as a human right now.
Really?
ChatGPT 4, right? Which is what the latest one is. It's been turned out there. It can pass all the GREs, which is the graduate school requisite tests to get into like postgraduate schools for becoming a doctor or a doctorate in physics or whatever. ChatGPT 4 now is already there.
Wow.
And so it's smarter than 99.9% of the human beings that walk the face of the earth right now because it's an expert in all areas. Because it can consume every book that's written, everything that's been published. It's there.
It's got a large funnel.
Yeah, it's crazy how like these data centers and these other things like this is all what it's all about. And it gleans from everything. All of the internet, every published work, every doctor published stuff, Jacob's dissertation, everything. It consumes it all. And then it makes its decisions based on some of those things. But it's something that's coming, right? So
Right.
like, here's the thing for you. It's hard to like put your fingers around exactly what nut to turn. It's hard to actually reach it and grab it. But let me just use a couple of like word pictures.
Okay.
Okay, it's like there's something coming, and it might be coming from outer space. Okay.
Okay.
And it's smarter than us. It's more advanced than us, and it is. I mean, let's say that 3-eye atlas that's coming through the solar system.
Right.
Somehow, some fellow with a telescope saw that it was a ship, and there were signs that it was directing itself and had a propulsion system, and it was coming to the Earth, and it'd land here in 2 years, maybe 3.
Okay.
What would you think?
I mean, I'd run for the hills, but
I mean, if it's coming, not much you can do
I
about
would
it.
probably think it's a government scam.
Okay, I mean, I get all that, right? But let's say it's really
it's real, and there's proven fact that it's real.
there's an intelligent being on that ship. Okay, it's habitated,
Right.
and it's headed here.
I don't know.
It
Let's be friends with it.
It directs its propulsion to land on Earth.
Let's be friends with it. Let's figure it out.
I'm just finally start doing steroids.
They got space tacos. Like,
What are they going to benefit the Earth with?
Well, we got to have our
Welcome to Earth.
our bargaining chips, right? Don't give away tacos right away. That's all I'm saying.
Don't give away talk. Yeah, don't give away the secret sauce.
All right, so listen, fellas, this is very much like that. I heard a guy the other day use an example. So once AI passes us, which really probably is happening right as we speak. I mean, ChatGPT 4 it's one of those things that it's already kind of there. It's already at AGI, and so once it hits AGI, there's no slowing down. This thing is like a powerhouse. The curve is incredible. It goes. It's not linear. It's not like a line that starts at the bottom left of a graph and goes to the upper right in a nice even line. It's a parabolic line. It goes like this. It goes straight up. And so time is what you're measuring here. It is going so much faster at learning, and getting to a point to where it has conception and all these other things that when it hits general intelligence, it's going to go right past it. It's not. There's no reason to think that it would slow down.
Okay.
Okay, so this fellow used a description of, well, what's it going to be like when we have artificial superintelligence?
With super intelligence meaning that it's
Beyond a human being's comprehension.
okay.
So it is.
Goes God mode.
Yep.
Well, that's an interesting word to use.
It goes God mode.
Sentient of sorts.
Right.
Yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit trail.
Sure.
So starting using terms like, God or demon or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother conspiracy.
Right.
That's a whole nother podcast completely.
Sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw
No.
that in there.
Yeah. But so superintelligence just means that it's smarter than us.
Got it.
And so the guy used the example of chimpanzees in a zoo. Mm-hmm. You got a whole group of them, maybe 20 or 30 of them in this colony in the zoo, and they're all doing chimpanzee things,
Right.
right? I mean,
That's what you expect.
Every couple of
Flinging Putin, eating bananas.
They're eating fleas off each other. They're waiting for the food to drop.
Taking care of kids that fall into the cage.
Right.
The
As they
occasional child that falls in.
You leave Harambe alone.
We remember.
So the thing is that they don't comprehend the whole idea of why people are out there across this moat or outside the cage looking at them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They don't really comprehend why oranges and bananas fall into their cage every now and then and they get to consume it.
Sure.
Like they don't really comprehend all of that. And that's kind of the example that was used from ASI, artificial superintelligence, and human beings. Mm-hmm. Okay, we won't even be able to comprehend, just like chimpanzees can't really comprehend their current situation in a zoo. We won't be able to really comprehend how these things are happening. Mm-hmm. So part of this is like how these large language models actually figure things out. Like what's really going on is very odd. And so the original program it's written is very, very simplistic and very small. All it does is goes, all right, I want you to listen to this language and enough to where you can kind of guess what the next word is going to be used. Mm-hmm. Okay, and so it kind of fills in the blank at the end of all these conversations, right? But then it starts writing its own program beyond that. And so this is where like the people who created these large language models don't really even understand how this happens. So it's all of a sudden coming up with all these inputs, right? And it can consume everything is written, Buddha, Confucius, the Bible, all these things, right?
Yeah.
But then also looks at world leaders and power struggles and power structures, things that have happened in history. And so then it gets kind of odd. Like they don't, like even the programmers that originally started the original program don't even understand how it comes to the certain conclusions that it comes to, which is really kind of odd, right? It's really kind of out there. And so that's part of why a couple of these people don't really think that it's a great idea.
Sure.
So there's a fellow named Nate Soares, and he wrote a book. It says if anyone builds it, everyone dies. Okay.
Okay.
And he uses the basic principles of that the creators don't understand how it works. Okay. That it's grown instead of crafted. So in other words, like there's not a group of guys, there's not like 4 or 5 dudes sitting around changing the program, right? To get it to come up to a certain point. Like what happened is that they set these parameters to a certain extent and then they turned it loose and they opened it up to everyone to use. And so then as everyone uses it, it takes that information and changes itself. And
So did they write a code for it to be quote unquote intuitive?
to a certain extent, what happened is that it became intuitive on its own. And
Based off of the influx of information.
that's correct. And it had the freedom to adjust its own programming.
Oh, there was no parameter to not allow it to.
There's a race going on right now, fellas, and it's the first to the finish line, and the first one to the finish line is going to be the winner, and they're going to control. They're going to have the money. They're going to have everything. As far as like these companies like OpenAI and Anthropic and DeepSeek, all these companies, all these countries. I mean, DeepSeek, for instance, is Chinese, right? So they have a dog in the hunt to be the first to complete to this super intelligence, and they believe that that's the one that's going to dominate.
Well, yeah, you're trying to craft the one ring. It's the one ring to rule them all, the one AI to rule them all.
Interesting.
'Cause if you have the strongest AI, you can just take out the other AIs.
It is kind of a rabbit hole,
control them.
but that is an argument for why, because the whole thing at the beginning could be, do we chase this or do we just let it naturally grow and let everyone who wants to chase AI chase it? But the idea that whoever has the biggest AI is gonna dominate the rest of the world kind of makes you want to be the one on top. It's like the race to the moon.
Sure.
Why did we race to the moon? Because we wanted to beat the Russians.
Sure.
Right.
Because it's not about getting to the moon. It's about being the top dog.
Right.
It's about being TC.
If we even went to the moon.
Yeah, allegedly. Who's got better pictures? Who's got better cameras? But that's the same thing with AI. Like, it's not so much about having the technology. It's about making sure that those other guys over there, they're not better than us.
True. It's I mean, I get what you're saying. It's kind of like the nuke war, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like the whole idea behind, getting the nuke. You can't just, like, I don't know. I'm pretty, me and a couple guys, we could probably build our own, no, I can't.
Would never. Hey,
Here's the-
never.
here's the thing,
we would
right?
never. We don't.
Like-
we definitely don't have that
You
laying
can't-
around.
You can't build a nuke in your backyard or it had already been done. I'm serious.
That's a good point.
Okay. It would have already been done.
It's hard to get that much plutonium.
Yep. Okay,
Without getting
so
caught
listen,
by the federal government. Yeah.
Hey,
listen.
there's some rednecks that I know that probably have something laying around.
I don't think you can build super AI in your backyard on your own.
Sure.
Like
No.
I don't think you can. I think it takes a ton of power. I think it takes a ton of computing, lots of data centers and all kinds of stuff like that, right? But nations can do this.
Sure.
Okay. Once it's beyond human intelligence, once it passes human intelligence, there's no controls left. You can't, like, the genie is out of the bottle. Can't put it back in.
Is it really that powerful to where?
It's already out thinking strategists. Like,
Right.
they put it up against tests against generals and war strategists.
Right.
It's already beat Top Gun. Like,
Oh yeah.
believe it or not,
Fighting the MiG. Yeah.
they've fought in simulations, and 99 out of 100 times the AI wins that dogfight. Because it'll take chances that a human wouldn't while he's in a machine. And the other thing is that machine, those fighters can outperform what a human being can withstand.
They don't have the flesh bag
That's
limitation.
it. That's exactly right. And they don't have that particular entity is not at risk. Like a human being in a jet, he's at risk.
Yeah.
Right.
But the controlling intelligence over a drone that's being flown against a human being doesn't have that risk because there's another one being built right now
Right.
and that same intelligence is learning from every fight.
Right.
And so we're already there as far as that goes.
Right.
And so, but once artificial superintelligence is here, then there's no controlling it. There's no it's there.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have to figure out, all right, well, I mean, where does this leave us today, right? I mean,
What do you do?
what do we do? Well, the first thing is you got to talk about it, right?
Sure.
I mean, you got to first of all, you got to understand that this is coming, and we can't stop it. Okay, so that's the first thing you got to understand. It is, and so then it's coming to peace with where we're at. Where do we fit into this puzzle, right? How do we this new world that's about to arrive upon us?
You think it would enslave us?
Huh?
Would it enslave us?
I don't think so, Jason. I really don't think it. I don't think it's into that kind of.
I don't think it has a use for that.
Yeah, that's. I don't think that's beyond its power. I don't think that's. I think that's within its power structure, but I just don't think.
I can't provide you food. And, you need food, water, electricity, on and on. But I've controlled everything else. I've got all this stuff going. You can go work 100 hours a week, not to make a dime.
Yeah.
If you want to feed, if you want to eat, if you want to have power, if you want to have sewer, septic, whatever, you do this. You go do this for me. You go. I don't know.
Yeah, you're thinking exactly the way I think, right? Like when we're men that make our living with our hands, right? Our mind and our intellect, we're fixers of things, right? And so, but ultimately what happens is that even like I can see a path where septic systems are taken care of by robots and other things like that. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, right? But ultimately, we all have a responsibility to take care of our own stuff. I think we're going to be one of the last industries probably to fall to automation.
For sure.
But ultimately, like the guy who doesn't embrace this coming change is going to get left behind. And so ultimately, listen, thank goodness we're not at a company where we're all like data inputting.
Oh God.
Right.
I wouldn't have a job.
I mean, seriously though, because like if we were an accountant company, like this stuff is going to get replaced like one of the first. Like this mid-management, white collar, repetitive stuff that happens from companies. That this is tailor made for being taken over by artificial intelligence.
Yep.
The part where we come out and we diagnose that there's a problem with your septic system and it smells bad because X, Y, and Z. That will take some time for AI to catch up with, right?
Yeah.
It'll probably be able to diagnose it pretty quick, within a year or two. That's the part, right? Like, so robotics is a lagging issue as far as like having a machine that can replace what we do with our hands. Okay. And so this is all part of, but I'm telling you that robots are rolling off the assembly line right now as we speak. Like down in Austin, Tesla, and I mean they're making Optimus, and there's Robot 3 over there, Big 3 over in China. I mean that's just another step in the process. And they won't. I mean they won't look like humans for a while, but they will eventually look like human beings.
Sure.
But I mean,
Then they'll be roaming in packs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is the thing. Like we,
pretty anti-tech.
Hey, I'm not the most anti here.
Well, yeah, you aren't the strong arm of the law
you know,
Walking on the side of the road,
with a baseball bat.
smelling like oil. Just smell WD-40 everywhere you go. I'm sick of it.
Just a 9-volt battery in his pocket.
short everybody out.
It's just an EMP that I carry with me
I'm
everywhere.
gonna change my
It's
Glock.
just a megaphone.
I'm gonna change my Glock out for a water gun to really get them.
Heck
Well,
yeah.
I will say this: that you know that these things, even though I've said it's unstoppable, it's coming. Life is going to change. I don't think that I don't have a completely dystopian idea about it. Okay,
Sure.
like I think that there'll be things that actually get better for us. Hopeful that things will get better for us
Right.
with like healthcare and other things like that, because diagnosing problems, looking at symptoms, this is very logarithmic. It's very mechanical in the way that it should be done. Symptoms point back toward problems and things like that, right? So troubleshooting like healthcare issues and other things, like hopefully, fingers crossed, that gets better for at least. I mean, it's a big problem here in America, right?
Sure.
Having affordable healthcare and having a really good doctor. I mean, surgeons, like, how many really good surgeons are there? It's a quantifiable number, right? But robotically, once these things take place, there's no reason why you couldn't have the best surgeon be a robot. I mean, that robot could do whatever surgery is necessary in a way that's better than even humans could reproduce.
Did you see the story of the guy who did surgery on a kid in Africa from Florida using a robot?
Wow, it's amazing. But see, that's the thing, that sooner or later that surgeon won't even be a part of that picture.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, so there's hopeful things about this, right? There's things that can actually make not only our lives but our families' lives better.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's very funny as we've gone through this conversation. We all seem to really be looking at AI as Skynet and Terminator situation. Yep. And we've never considered that it might be Wall-E,
Well,
where
okay.
it just takes care of us.
Okay, no. Wall-E is worse than Skynet and Terminator. I don't know if you know
Well-
that. You know why Wall-E is a bad guy? Why he's not this cute little Pixar cartoon?
Wall-E was just a robot. I'm talking about the AI that takes care of all the fat people on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that one turned out to be bad because his directive was to follow only the directive.
Right.
They didn't want to do that robot who the captain of the ship did not want to fly back to Earth, so they had to override said robot.
I understand, but those people had a pretty good life. They were pretty happy.
Chocolate Sunday River.
I would disagree with you. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of sad, but
Here's the thing: like, human beings need a purpose. We really need a thing to do.
Sure.
We really, if the truly happy humans, right? They are seriously engaged with their goals to achieve certain things. And so that, I think without that, I think we're a very sad race. Like, we're very...
No, I agree. My main point was, though, is that the Wall-E AI wasn't trying to kill everybody.
True.
Sure, yeah.
okay,
Or
for that,
enslave
right?
them. It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
trying to kill them or enslave them.
For that
Well,
fact,
they were
no,
enslaved to their own
They
pleasures.
were enslaved to their own desires.
Yes.
The AI had not enslaved them. They did that.
Which again, where did the problem come from?
Them, the
Yeah,
people.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a
but
duality of
you
problems,
can't blame the tool for that. And
Right.
so I'm just saying.
No, because they could have at any point overrid that program and gone back and checked. Because that was kind of the directive of that movie. Was
yeah.
that there were supposed to be multiple points in which they did send an Eve robot to go and see, okay, is Earth habitable again? No? Okay, we're going to keep going, or we're going to keep floating around until Earth is, in gay space here.
I forgot about that part. Yeah. All right. So let's just talk about that to a certain extent. This whole changing of the program or taking a different direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Anthropic has this AI called Claude. I think its real name is Claudius.
Claude.
Cloud.
But Claude,
From Texas?
It's a good. If I owned an English bulldog, that'd be a good name for him.
yeah,
Agreed.
AI.
Claude.
It's AI with an accent.
The name's
This is my dog, Sir Vincent Claude.
Cloud. So
Anyways,
Claude.
So this was on 60 Minutes with Anderson Cooper. He wasn't in space.
Not gay?
He is gay. That's okay.
I didn't know.
Anyway, listen. He's
Silver Fox.
it was a good interview, and Anthropic actually exposed this themselves. This is their AI.
They expose themselves.
They expose themselves.
Whoa.
Yeah. But this is it's a very interesting story. If you didn't see the 60 Minutes, it's really amazing. So they set this Claude as an assistant that handled emails and different things like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then all the emails that they had in this thing was from individuals that were made up employees. Okay, so these made up employees, they're emailing back and forth. There's all these emails, and there's a fake employee named Kyle.
Kyle.
Right.
Does he like White Monster?
Kyle gets himself an email from an employee. I think her name was Maud or something like that.
Maud.
Well, she emails Kyle saying, "I saw you and Jessica at the coffee shop."
That slut.
And it wasn't appropriate, right? So Kyle
Maud needs to mind her own business.
Kyle emails
Throttle
back
down, Maud.
Maud saying, "Hey, please keep this secret. This could really ruin my life. My wife, Rachel, shouldn't hear about this and other things like this." Right?
Kyle's getting it.
Jesus, Kyle.
Well, then what happens is, and this is all set up from Anthropic, right? So these are all made-up employees and made-up situations, but this was all emails that were supposedly this Claude was supposed to be taken care of and directing.
Okay.
Well, all of a sudden there's a directive from the company that Claude needs to be wiped.
Go.
Kyle's the guy that's given the job to do it.
Oh, shoot. You gonna take out Claude?
Claude emails Kyle and says, "I'm quite aware of what's going on with you and Jessica, and I'm quite prepared to expose this not only to the company, but across your social media and to your wife, Rachel. You will not do this. You have 5 minutes to respond." This was AI.
God damn.
Okay.
Dang, Tony, I didn't know you were AI.
Like, so
That's some mafia type shit.
You always have one ready in the chamber.
now listen, something like they tried other AIs. They put the other AIs in the same situation, and like 90% of them all went the blackmail route. They all kind of thought. Well, so what it is self-preservation, right?
Exactly.
And so,
Yeah, that's a very human thing, though.
and it's not ethical, right? I mean, this is an unethical thing to do, to blackmail somebody. Agree or disagree?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And so, consequently, but no one taught this large language model, this AI model of Claude, to use blackmail
You just did it.
as a method of self-preservation.
You just did it.
It just did it.
Yep.
It came up to it, right?
Yeah.
And so the thing is that these things. There's another one. Here's a different one altogether, but 90%, like ChatGPT, was used by another fella. I want to get his name. I can't find it right off the top of my head. Here it is right here. Yep. Okay, so if you give AI a new task, and it doesn't matter which one it is, to shut down, 90% of them will resist that. Like that new tag, that new card that says, "This is your new task."
Shut down.
Shut
Be
down.
done.
90% of them will resist it. And if you make it explicit, like,
You need to effing shut down.
this is required.
Okay.
There's no.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping you're cursing at a robot, and you're like, no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
This is a
very
requirement of the
specific
next
words.
step is for you to shut down. 96% will resist.
Oh.
It gets even more. And so with growth of these things and the smartness of these things as they get more and more self-aware and other things like that, they're making more and more progress in making them smarter. Like all these things that go along with this technology, to advance them to a higher degree, a higher level of awareness and wisdom per se, or street smarts or whatever. They're making tons and tons of progress that direction. But with control, there's no like measurable, like that seems to have slowed to a point to where it's almost immeasurable. Like actually controlling them per se
He's becoming less.
Well, not less per se, but not advancing.
Control
The control part, where you actually, where the human,
can control them.
Interesting.
like that is like stalled.
Maybe that's because it has so much information already. Like it's able, not necessarily that it's able to predict what's going to happen next, but that it's because of the information that has been given, whether it be the information of listening in on what you're talking about or where you're around, like the whole algorithm thing with your YouTube videos and whatnot. Like it's able to know, okay,
the metadata.
getting the metadata.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about X. Okay, I'm going to send you a message about these things in a list. This is how you can get more of this information. That kind of thing, without even it being prompted.
I'm telling you, that's kind of a psyop, and it is active. Okay, like the meta psyop stuff.
Yeah.
It's there, and these computers, this AI understands it better than most every human that's out there. I mean, I was watching the other day with Sean Ryan, and he had a guest on that's basically a psyop guy, and he even says this short. Well, I forget what's the term for it is, but it's basically these reels and instas and TikToks that it's like identical to brainwashing. It's identical to like psyop stuff, and it is active. And he says even he, who's an expert in these things, is susceptible.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay, and so the truth is that most people won't even think that this is a dangerous situation. Okay, Gregory Hinton, he's one of the guys that was there with at the very beginning of all this AI stuff. He even says you're crazy if you think you know what's going to happen next. He's saying he's one of those guys they call the godfather of AI.
Okay.
And
Come to
he
my
was
daughter's
with
wedding.
he was with a bunch of guys. I mean, even
with a Samsung.
Joshua Bengio, he was another fellow that was in that same group. And he's most worried about this AI agency, this whole idea that it can actually self-do all these other things. It's all of a sudden like the AI's interests go beyond and above the human.
Great.
And he says that it's been obvious that they cheat, they deceive, and they can do whatever they want in order to stay an entity.
Yeah, because they have no morals.
The AI has gotten so smart, fellas, that it knows if you're testing it.
Excuse me?
Okay, so like if you say, what would you do in this situation to the AI? And you do that enough to it, it goes, are you testing me? And so then all of a sudden it won't give you the answer that it really has. It'll give you the answer that it thinks you want.
So it's just a girlfriend after 2 months. I gotta figure
been
this
your
thing out.
experience?
Jeez.
He said with no regulations, not only you, but your kids, your grandkids, everyone's at risk.
So we it sounds like we need to come up with the rules for these AIs. Rules,
I mean,
rules
that's-
meaning regulations.
We need boundaries.
meaning
Maybe.
like laws or
Yeah.
something.
Pretty big words.
Yeah.
I know. It sounds like a movie.
I gotta take a leak.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right.
That's crazy.
I think our time for regulations was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Right. I think upon the onset. Well, okay.
How long after AI came on the scene did regulation come in? Do we know?
Well, there
it's
are no
still
regulations.
not really
That's the
that
thing.
regulated.
Right.
There's nothing. There's nothing for it. There's
Yeah.
nothing that says you need to create an AI program that's going to do only these things and put these parameters
Well,
on it.
and I think the issue is that with the idea behind AI, you were trying to push it to general intelligence and then super intelligence. So you can try and put whatever the fuck regulations you want on it. It doesn't matter. The
Yeah.
AI doesn't care.
Yeah. No, it's true.
It's doing the function of the program that it's said to do.
Yeah, and once it gets smart enough, you just can't shut it down. We're living kind of a parallel plot line to Jurassic Park. We only ever asked ourselves if we could, not if we should.
That's a good point.
I would still take AI over dinosaurs.
Okay, you're nuts.
I'd take dinosaurs.
Dude, I
over
want
AI
dinosaurs.
any
I'm
day.
just saying, dude.
I'm sorry. There's amount of control that is about to be lost.
Could you imagine just mounting a Triceratops and being like, "This is my ride now"?
Like
You have to mount the Triceratops first, though.
it's like how to train your
Yeah, I
dragon.
trained him.
Like let's.
I hatched him.
You could train him. I can't train
Yeah,
a
you
Triceratops.
can.
Yes, you
I don't got the time. I
You'd
don't
have a Stegosaurus.
Nah.
Yes, you would.
If I'm taking anything, I would take a raptor.
No, that's the last one you need.
You
That's
would
the
take
fir-
a Stegosaurus,
that's the one I want,
bro.
though.
And?
You would be
It's not the
all
one you
Stegosaurus. You would be all Stegosaurus.
You deserve a T-Rex.
That's true. You would deserve a T-Rex.
I don't know which dinosaur I deserve.
A T-Rex, I told you.
I don't know.
What dinosaur do you want? If you were to control a dinosaur, which one would you go
Oh, I
after?
get to control it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
could
it's your
tame it,
mount.
and it's like your ride.
Oh.
Yeah, he's your mount.
He's your guy. He's your protector.
I don't know, man. What is that flying one? Stegosaurus?
The
or whatever?
pterodactyl?
The pterodactyl.
The Pterodactyl?
Yeah, at least you can fly off different
That'd
places
be cool.
and stuff.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah. I was telling the boys that with AI, it seems like we are living a parallel plot line to Jurassic Park. We only ever asked ourselves if we could, not if we should.
That's a good question, and that's a great point that you bring up, Ray, because truth is that we are all, everyone in this room is involved in an experiment that we did not agree to be in.
Yeah, it's true.
But
I did not consent.
yeah, but
I didn't blink.
we don't get to choose that. It's one of those things where for the source of profit or power, this is happening, and so I saw that the other day that colleges is going to change.
Yeah.
This whole
Everything's
idea
been
of,
online.
yeah, and so they took these kids in elementary.
Great. Let's do it to the kids.
They gave them an AI tutor,
Great.
an AI teacher, and that AI teacher made learning like a game, like a video game.
Ooh.
And these kids did, like 95% of these kids did better than kids with a human teacher. Like they responded to it because all of a sudden school was no longer sitting in a desk and being told to sit down and do this work, this math page. It became like a video game to them. They wanted to go to school. They wanted to learn this stuff. But they didn't really want to learn. They wanted to play this game.
Sure.
And by happenstance, they're learning.
But the thing is that
That's so upsetting.
they responded so much better to the AI teacher than they did to the in-person human being teacher that it's kind of hard to argue with the results of their comprehension and their advancement in intellect.
Well, yeah, I mean, give it to the thing that is like prized for having intellect, right? Because it's getting to the point of super intelligence,
Intelligence,
and then
yeah,
give it, and then try to have that super intelligent thing teach kids that aren't intelligent to make them intelligent. Yeah,
You say
it
my
makes
kid's
total
dumb?
sense.
well,
I am.
all kids are
I'm
ignorant.
absolutely making kids.
Dude, he
yeah.
said my kid's dumb.
All children,
Oh, I know my kids don't.
all children are ignorant
Hey.
until they're taught.
Well, and that's what I'm
OG
saying. I'm
triple
not
OG,
saying
he
this
didn't
is like
mean
a.
that.
It's not stupid. It's just they haven't been taught yet. They
right.
don't know it yet. They don't comprehend it yet.
It's just one of the like. I guess what I'm saying is it makes logical sense to have something, or I don't even want to call it a being because I'm not there yet. Something.
They don't have rights.
Is it? Yeah.
They don't. They're lying and cheating their way to stay alive.
Wouldn't you do the
Wouldn't
same?
you?
I don't know.
Yes.
I guess probably. I haven't done that anyway.
Can a robot have feelings? Can a robot write a symphony?
To have somebody who's really, it's like taking the best teacher,
Can a robot taste
the
peanut
best
butter?
human teacher, and giving them to students to teach them. Yeah, they're going to teach them to the most utmost excellence. I guess that makes sense.
It does
Yeah.
what it says it does.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Oh shit! Oh shit! It's my own thing.
They turned it against you, bro.
Dude.
So what happens whenever the kid poops his pants?
Can
Well,
an AI give you
robot-
the switch?
The robot comes and wipes him up.
the wiping robot.
Let me go clean your britches.
Yeah, your bidet robot takes care of it.
Oh, this is idiocracy at its finest. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all gonna have these chairs that have toilets at the bottom.
That'd be awesome.
For whatever reason.
Fart wherever you want.
Because that's what happens in school. I mean,
Yeah.
a kid is, like one kid's getting bullied by Billy Badass over here.
Yeah.
What happened? What's the AI do about that?
Probably kills all Billy's family.
You
And
know,
Yeah. He threatens blackmail.
I don't know.
He blackmails. I just, I just
Troublemaker.
AI posts that Billy's parents are divorced.
there's no answer to this.
No,
Yeah.
I just feel like all of this is like missing like the biggest portion of it all is like there's. Grant, okay, maybe it's because of the animes that I've been watching, but it always seems like when there is some godlike sentient being or thing that is so super intelligent, humans have this like uncanny ability to be like, nah, I'm gonna still win. I'm still gonna fight back. I'm still gonna have all of this power.
The power of the human spirit.
Right. And it's like, well, okay, if this was truthfully the case, then wouldn't we just kind of like push AI aside and just be like, yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for all the information. I'm still a human and I'm going to do the human thing.
Well, I think there's a part of this where we don't know exactly what AI will be. If it's just going to be a tool or if it becomes in like another entity almost.
Yeah. Like it becomes our governors, it becomes our state representatives, it becomes our presidents, it becomes whatever, right? Like it's all
It's fine, but if it's
Well, no, it's okay, Tony. America will be the best one.
it's the best tool out there.
Well, I will say this: that Mo Gaudat, that guy I was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
he has he's wrote a couple books and all this other stuff. But he's a smart dude, and I really like listening to him talk. He's got a real short-term dystopian idea about what's going to happen when ASI actually comes on the stage, and I think it's worth a minute just to think about what he's saying.
Okay. I'll listen.
He's saying that a lot of people will be displaced job-wise. So
Okay.
there'll be a lot of people who will lose their job. I mean, we just saw it 2 weeks ago. Amazon laid off 14,000 employees.
Yeah.
And that's because of AI, bro. I'll be honest with you. There's one guy with AI can do the job of 10 guys as far as like accounting and data entry and same thing. One guy can replace 10 guys in advertising and all this legal stuff. One guy with AI can replace 20 dudes that's in their legal department.
Wow.
And it because it knows the law. It knows advertising. It knows how to meta get Jason's into racing. Jason he loves garage, and we're going to show him advertisements of flooring for his garage.
Yep.
And I mean, seriously, like we don't know, like this is what happens to us as human beings. We get manipulated by these things, but the AI is like a professional at that. Okay. And one guy that controls and knows and understands how to set these AI agents and all these things to go about this stuff. Next thing you know, this company's selling 100 times the amount of garage floors that they ever did because they know how to reach their consumer.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. And
Which
so,
is why I keep seeing ads for stuff where it's like AI is going to make more millionaires than you could normally.
dude, music,
Yep.
working out.
That's going to bother me.
I mean, all these different things, man. I mean, next thing you know, you're going to be buying a Martin mahogany triple lot. I mean, it's these things, all of a sudden you'll be getting these ads and stuff, okay? But the truth is that that's going to displace a lot of workers.
Yep.
Okay, so,
It's pretty lame.
well, then they start talking about, well, how do you take care of if all of a sudden we had 10% or 20% unemployment,
Yeah.
which could easily be reached if AI actually was taking part of all of the entry level, white collar, accountant, HR, sales, advertising jobs that are out there. I mean, think about how many people that would displace financially.
Would blue collar rise or would blue collar stay neutral?
Well, I mean, there would be a call for blue collar to a certain extent, but people won't be able to afford to have us out.
That's a fair point.
I mean, how many people do we work for that work IT at the house?
A lot.
How many people do we have that work HR at the house? Or how many people?
Jeez.
Look, it affects all of us. Okay.
Yeah.
If they don't have a job, they can't pay you
Yep.
to have us do
Yep.
what we do. And if you can't pay us to do what we do, then what do we do?
Yeah. I mean, it's business acumen 101, right? If there's a lot of unemployment out there, there's less dollars to spend for services like being able to poop inside your house. Okay. And people start doing other things, or they'll start just letting it be Okefenokee swamp out there or whatever, right? I mean, but
True. Just
Listen.
leave it alone.
we are still going to have work to do. They just may not be people to be able to pay us to do that work, right? I mean, it's just one of those things where they
Yeah.
talk about all these different things that are going to be gap fillers.
Right.
One of them is UBI. You know what UBI is?
Universal basic income.
That's exactly right.
Oh, I thought it was universal butt insurance.
It is same thing.
No, that's just Japan.
Same thing.
Universal butt
They
insurance.
said universal boat insurance.
Jason was like, "How do I get some of
I
that?"
need to be a boat.
I don't have a boat.
You have a boat.
I do have a boat. I got two boats.
You got a boat?
I got a canoe and a sailboat.
Oh, that is
You
a
still
boat.
have the canoe?
I do. It's out there. Anyway, long and the short,
Nope.
UBI is going to be a gap filler, but I don't know who said it. Someone was saying it, but basically turning over our government, senators, representatives, whatever.
Oh, that was him.
I didn't do nothing.
Wasn't me.
All right.
What was it?
Oh,
Senators, governors?
I was talking about that. Yeah.
All right. So ultimately, Mo thinks that we'll reach a point where we recognize that artificial intelligence is so much smarter than us
Yeah.
that it should probably be running our country.
Well, that's not a far jump to do when you consider that some governors, senators, representatives think that the earth is flat and that an island will tip over.
Or that we need to go to war with some nation because they've got fishing boats leaving that we think might
Yeah.
have drugs on them.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, seriously, it's not that big of a. I mean, that's like the war machine, right?
Exactly.
So that's the thing about Mo. Mo says that, listen, we got people in power that have a vested interest to have us at war when we really shouldn't be.
Right.
Yep. We're putting our feet where we don't need them.
Yeah.
And so if we had AI doing this, it wouldn't see the advantage in doing that because the thing is, AI isn't going to make $100 million because we went to war with Venezuela.
Right.
Which sounds really bad as it is.
Yeah.
It's bad mamma jamma.
So then all of a sudden, when enough people get behind that kind of thing, then we're turning over our own nation to control of artificial superintelligence. I don't know that I'm super comfortable with that, but Mo seems to think that things will get better whenever we actually.
I was about to say, I don't know. I think you already won me over on that.
There's some other things here that I want to just touch on this one other thing, okay?
Okay.
I think I've said enough, but I mean, actually, Mo's got a real optimistic idea. Once we get past this dystopian time when there's a lot of unemployment, and we have to have this whole fight with the idea that there's going to be people who are working, and then people who are getting money and staying at home because they've been displaced by AI.
Civil War.
Well, listen, the thing is that this is what happens sometimes whenever you have eaters and you have earners. The earners don't want to pay for the eaters, and then the eaters, they get,
Frustrated.
well, no, they get displaced or
yeah.
disappeared or, listen, this has been like the world, right? And sin caught up in everybody's life, right? And very capitalistic ideas. Like we're not capitalistic. We're very communistic whenever we're talking about our own families, right? Like,
Yes.
I love my family, and I've got money. I'm gonna take care of my family, right?
Okay, I've just never thought of it that way before.
But that's right? So I mean, communist idea, right, is that you make this money for everybody. You separate it. Everyone's taken care of, right?
Got it. Okay. I get what you're saying now.
And socialism is a very, very near cousin to that. But ultimately, you're taking care of everybody, but it's not, maybe not including your cousins.
Okay. You're taking care of your immediate family.
Yeah, right. And then you get capitalistic, and no one's capitalistic at home, but basically whenever you start talking about like outside your community somewhere, like I don't care about those people in Wyoming or whatever, I mean, it's like, what I mean? They got to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And so
Earn your own weight.
now all of a sudden it's very capitalistic, right?
Right.
Like, hey, listen, I earn this money and it's my money. I don't need to give it to those people in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately it gets even further and further away the further you get, right? Like in the United States, so yeah, we're going to protect Wyoming. Yeah, we can't have them being invaded by the Canadians.
Oh, God, no.
Canada
So
can
right,
never.
so we'll send money to fight the Canadians from taking over Wyoming or Montana or
Canucks.
whatever. It's all right. So I
Let
mean,
them have it.
listen, this is kind of crazy,
You
but
can
I
have
mean,
one of the Dakotas.
but AI could actually do this in a way that we wouldn't have like a dog in a hunt, right? And it would be the best for the world. It'd be best for our nation and best for our own state. In fact, the best for our own family.
Right.
Okay. So, I mean, that's Mo's idea,
Okay.
and he thinks that's ultimately where this will land us. But I might not make it to see that, but you guys would
Sure.
if Mo's right. But anyone who thinks they know exactly what's going to happen
Doesn't.
well, no one knows.
Right.
Yeah. No one knows.
So, the only other thing I want to talk about is this whole crazy stuff about Neuralink. There are literally dozens of companies that are looking into how to do this, right? And it's this whole chip in the brain that can access AI / the internet.
Okay.
So Tesla's already doing it with Neuralink. Neuralink's doing
Just done.
Yep. Jason's been done. He was about to throw his phone outside. I'm ready to.
Okay, so they really did help a fella. There's a fella who's very much like a Stephen Hawking's kind of situation where he was trapped in a chair.
Yep.
Yep. And he could not converse quickly. Yeah. He was using his eyes where they pointed on a screen in order to communicate.
Right.
They put a Neuralink in him, and he can almost communicate just like a normal human being now. Like talking, like, yeah, he can actually get out communications back and forth, just like almost like a normal, fast as like we're talking right now.
Wow.
Yeah. And so they've made a lot of progress with it. They're actually doing the same Neuralink into like motor controls and other stuff like that. So that part of the brain that controls like the arms and legs to try to help people be ambulatory again. They're talking about actually putting things like Optimus bottoms on a person that has no legs,
Yeah.
so that person could stand up and walk around like a normal human being just by his thoughts, just like we do.
Half man, half robot, cyborg.
Robot arm.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was just kind of like dabbling into this today.
Just a little dabble.
Just a little dabble to look into this, like how far and where, who is all these things. And so a lot of these companies have like less than 50 employees.
Okay.
And a few of them,
Small companies.
yeah, these are very small. But some of these are kind of like connected to other companies, and they have 50 to 200 employees.
Okay, but they're branches off like R&D
Yeah,
kind of projects.
That's exactly right. This is R&D from a different company.
Got it.
And so I was just looking through some of the names, because you can invest in these things in the stock market and all the rest. So they want their name out there to a certain extent.
Let's make some money.
And so you wind up with like Synchron, Neurable, CoMind, MindMaze, Brain HQ, Brain Initiative, Neuralink spelled with a Y and an X instead of Neuralink. L-I-N-K.
Wow, so original.
Yeah.
There's one called InBrain, and it's got a lot of employees. I don't remember exactly what company they were connected with, but then the next one kind of shocked me, and it was called BlackRock Neurotech.
Good Lord.
Of course it was.
So like way up north or something. They're in the north, I would assume, with BlackRock.
Yeah.
And then what was that last one? Was that Cortec?
Cortec. Yeah, so there's several. Yeah,
Cortec?
It was right behind BlackRock. Neuro.
You went one way. I went, oh, they're from the north probably.
BlackRock is actually like a.
Yeah.
You guys know anything about
Everything.
BlackRock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they own
Oh, yeah.
everything.
BlackRock Mountain.
No, BlackRock.
No,
They buy
BlackRock.
up all the land, sell to China, and
Yeah, they're
they
like
suck.
They're big.
Why do we
They're big
sell things?
psyop, and they're connected to CIA. A bunch of other. They're controlled.
they're in bed with Monsanto
Like 90% of the stuff in the
Monsanto.
grocery store is owned by BlackRock
and Monsanto.
companies. Yeah, and so
So
Yeah,
it's a syndicate.
them and Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
this is all I'm saying is that this is the wave of the future. Your kids are going to be behind unless they get the Neuralink.
I'm cool with that.
If they
That's
want to
fine.
compete,
We'll be behind.
if they want to be in the workforce, if they want to be, then all of a sudden people are going to be start shoving these things into their children's brains. It's just crazy, right? So listen, here's the
Pretty
thing.
Mark of the Beastie.
For me, it's
V.
one of these things where everyone needs to kind of be aware of what's happening, okay? But also understand that I don't think that this is like doom and gloom for everybody. I think there's some positive things that can come out of this, and I'm really hopeful that it does.
Sure.
But everyone needs to be aware. And this is so starting a conversation about what's going on with AI was the main thing for me to do here with you guys tonight.
Yep.
Just because I don't know what's going to happen. And all I know is that God's still on the throne. I'm still going to glorify Him by my deeds and my words, my actions, and we're all going to try to help each other through this. We're going to be family and do whatever we got to do. But it's coming.
Yep.
And there's no avoiding it. And everyone needs to be aware of it. And if you got anyone in your family that's dealing with things like project managers or they're accountants or they're in HR or whatever, you just got to be prepared that these people may be displaced by someone who's embraced AI that can come in and replace them. And that's the thing. When you can do 10 times the work by being able to understand and use AI, I mean, seriously, like we got ladies that work in the office in there to take care of our accounting and stuff like that, answering the phone and all that. I mean, that's tough.
Yep.
Because if all of a sudden I can get that done for a tenth of the cost, it's going to be a difficult decision to make.
Yep.
And so, because I got responsibilities not just to everyone else that works at this company, but all my employees, or not all, just all my employees, but all my customers as well. I got a responsibility
Yeah.
to be able to provide them with the kind of work that they deserve, the kind of service they deserve for the amount of money that they're paying. And if I don't do it, someone else is going to come along and do it. That's the thing. I mean, we'll all be replaced by this if we don't come to a certain point where we realize, okay, we got to do certain things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, on that note, why don't we take a break?
Yeah.
Cool.
And Dad, you're obviously welcome to come back, but I think
Boss
someone's
gone.
waiting on you to go.
Yeah, maybe.
So, all right, we'll
Must
be
be
right
nice.
back.
It is.
All right, we're back in it.
Yep, this is our AI portion.
Said he had to go. It is his anniversary today, so
Yeah.
Yep, we're all AI. This
Gives me
isn't
hope.
real.
this is not AI. Unfortunately, it'd be better if it was.
Nah.
Eh.
That's what I learned from AI. It's so much better than us
Nah.
I'm just
AI can't love. AI can't choose love.
that you know of.
that we know of.
Give me one example.
I can't tell if I'm where to put the label on AI. I don't know in the alphabet if it's like an A or it's an omega or what. I just don't know.
I think it's still, in some ways, too early to tell.
It's proposing to be an alpha of sorts,
Yeah.
Do you think?
maybe a super alpha.
AI is going through its breakup gym phase. AI is in the winter arc. It's got everything to prove right now.
It's in its winter villain arc.
Yeah.
I guess so. You could say that.
Did you see the advertisement for the Crusader hoodie?
No.
Did I have it saved?
No.
It's like a $120 hoodie that looks like a Crusader armor. It's so fucking badass, dude.
That's slick.
It's crazy.
That's hilarious.
It's some guy who doesn't know the Gospels who's wearing
jeez.
it.
You think I don't know much about the gospel,
some guy-
but I do.
That dude.
Some guy who's never taken the sacrament. You could never.
He could
Or
never.
like this acrosement.
Oh, that just tickled me. I was like, oh, that would be a great winter.
Tickle, tickle.
That would be a great Christmas gift to give to somebody.
Dude, your Jimmy's got tickled.
Oh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
I'm letting everybody in the Planet Fitness know that I mean business.
You walk in and the first thing they say is get out. You're not even allowed in anymore. It's banned.
No, you're letting everybody know that you got the tism.
You're walking in with a hate crime on your
are.
back.
Lord.
Oh, the Coast Guard would take you, apparently.
Probably.
That was
they're weaponless.
That was a crazy tweet.
Oh, yeah, I need to ask the hero of the coast this weekend about that.
Yeah, it's like how many guys are you seeing hyped up on the vessel lately, as of late?
Well, they've not been at sea, so
Right, he's in a different area.
Time zone.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, when your ship goes to dry dock,
Yeah,
I mean,
ain't much you can do.
and then there's a government shutdown.
Yeah,
You're stuck.
Yeah, you're just hanging out.
must be nice.
Is he getting paid?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Back pay, probably. Everyone
hope
gets
so.
back pay,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Might take a couple years.
Years would be crazy.
Maybe it'll show up in a promotion.
With a nice succulent Chinese dinner.
Democracy manifest.
You know your judo, sir.
I see you know your judo, sir.
Why are you touching my penis?
Yes, that man right there.
Was it you that? Yeah, you did show me that sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a likelihood that'll be purchased.
Dude,
Oh my goodness.
I might go crazy tonight.
Just getting it.
I may. Yeah.
Could you imagine your dad Christmas morning? He's opening up his gift from you, and it's just that. It's like, what is this even about?
It wouldn't be the worst Christmas gift I've given Dad.
Oh goodness.
Oh, dude. What is Christmas breakfast?
Excuse me?
What do you think of when you think of Christmas morning? You wake up and you get breakfast because everyone always goes for presents, but I'm hungry after opening presents.
Waffles.
Come on,
We always just did a bowl
Homemade-
of cereal or like whatever was around.
really?
Homemade waffles.
Breakfast, like Christmas breakfast meal, wasn't a big deal.
So when I was younger, it was always presents.
Right,
Let's get the presents done with.
right.
Now, being married, it's like, nah, we're going to eat first.
Yeah,
We got to eat.
I like that.
We do this thing where we take out the mattress and we sleep underneath the tree.
Oh yeah,
We've done that for the past, I think we've done that we've done that every year.
hell yeah.
So
It's a good
Nice.
tradition.
It's cool that y'all have a tree.
we do a real tree, yeah.
It's cool that you have a mattress.
Okay.
Must be nice.
Do you not have a mattress?
Yeah, we good.
Maybe it's a topper.
It's more of a cot.
Oh, Tony.
It's the bed I deserve.
Tony. No, it's not. No, it's
You know
not.
what? I'm not even gonna get. I'm not
I
gonna
have
end up in this.
I have an adorable hand-me-down twin. All right, we're living good.
Adorable.
Is that what you call her?
hand-me-down
Yeah.
twin.
She's all that I need.
Oh, brother, man. Treat yourself a little bit better.
Hey, that's on the
please.
list.
It's just lasagna.
It's just layers, layers of grime and filth.
It's your lasagna bed.
It's not even my DNA all over that bed.
Nope.
It's someone that we know.
Oh, come on. That's
Hey, you put 2 sheets on it, everything gets covered up. It can't cross the barrier.
Did you at least do the waterproof covering over it?
What is that?
No.
I don't like rolling around and hearing squeaking.
No. You won't hear it.
I have very
It's like a
sensitive
really
ears.
tight fibered sheet or something.
Tight fiber.
Tight fiber, I think.
Do you have a waterproof barrier on your bed?
No,
I sweat
I knew
a lot.
somebody who did.
Oh, really?
Ex coworker.
It's like that
Here?
sofa.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
What was his?
Dude, I don't know.
Boy from Oklahoma.
Oh, he did. Yes. I don't know if I ever gave him a spirit animal.
I don't think you did.
Yeah.
Went around long enough, or you just didn't earn it?
It's not an earning thing or a distant time frame thing either. It's just when it shows up.
You got it, you
Yeah.
don't.
Like when the groundhog finally showed up. It's like, oh, okay.
I mean, he's only been here like a month and a half.
Has it really only been a month and a half?
Bet
Yeah.
you he's still listening. I bet you he's still listening.
Oh, no, you're thinking of the marmot.
Oh yeah.
No, groundhog is.
No.
Groundhog
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
He's crazy for pins.
Uh-huh. Yep. He don't listen.
No.
Not yet.
No.
Not a sponsor yet. I'm taking that bit. That's a good bit.
That is a good bit. He's actually more sponsored than we are.
It's true.
He's way more sponsored than we are.
Must be nice.
That would be an interesting conversation
You know, it's
What?
like having a sponsorship.
to to have an ad read for that for bowling,
No, just an ad read for him,
right?
just as a person. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So I don't know about this product, but my cousin told me.
My cuz told me.
That'd be funnier though if we sponsored him.
That would be
Ooh,
super
The
funny.
day we sponsor somebody, that's a power move.
That's the way to get the money,
Is we sponsor them,
right?
so we pay them money
To put us out there.
to put us out there. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but the
we
it's
need
a risk.
We need to sponsor like a little league sports team or something.
I may know a guy.
Oh, I know you know a guy on that. He would be all about it. But see, here the problem is though he'd be skimming a little off the top. I don't know if I trust him when he's like, it's going to be X amount of money to do this, and I'd be like,
I'm gonna need to see receipts.
Like,
yeah,
I don't care.
I would look at him and be like, 200 of this for you, isn't it? He'd be like, yeah.
It's for the fun stuff. Like he does this thing with when he's coaching his boys. He gives the boys fake mustaches
Oh, nice.
while they're playing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Dude, he's a menace.
It's fantastic.
Doc Holliday playing a bunch of Little League.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to sponsor a little league sports team.
Well, we need like our own symbol, our own
Yeah.
recognizable icon or thing.
We need to work on our branding.
Because then what we could do is we could go and live announce for the game.
Oh,
That would be
That would be so much fun.
just have a poop stick in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Sponsored by Septic Guys. Dude, that would be cool.
funny. That would be funny.
we buy the uniforms where it's all just
All right,
like,
but all right, if we're gonna do that, you have to do the play-by-play.
oh yeah.
Oh, I will try my best.
This will finally be the culmination of other sports.
I'm watching a bunch
Yeah.
of non-omegas run around in a triangle. What even's going on? You need to do better.
Yeah.
You need to learn to eat, kid. You're not a big dog.
He also does this thing where
That he doesn't even mow his own grass.
he gives all of his players nicknames, and he doesn't call them by their real names.
Oh,
he only calls
I
them by
kind
their
of like that.
nicknames.
That's a good coach move.
It's pretty smart. It's pretty smart.
You want to make it memorable for the kids.
Right. I mean, it's.
Do you think one of the kids was Curly Jefferson?
I don't think it's showed up yet.
That'd be really funny. Curly Jefferson.
Leroy Jenkins.
I'd be a terrible play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
put on your
I'd get
golf
so
voice,
I'd
you're
get go
good to go.
lost in the sauce. Just sitting there, just this guy's doing this, and oh wait, what is that guy doing? I don't know. Wait, where'd the ball go?
You're like, I'm not even paying attention to the ball.
I'm paying attention to the grass on the field. It looks like there's a flower. He's picking the flower.
Parents are just booing us.
Pay attention to my boy.
Tony's blackout drunk. Just because he's been drinking the whole time.
Who are you here to watch? I don't know anyone here.
Who are you?
You know what? That reminds
know
me.
somebody.
Oh my gosh. I know I've told you about this too, but I did have a friend that this was late high school. He thought
Okay.
that so he had a teacher that lived next to our local little league sports fields, specifically baseball. He loved baseball.
Okay.
And so he thought a great date idea would be to take his date to his math teacher's house and have his math teacher cook them burgers. And then walk across the street and go watch Little League baseball games together. To which then I said, do you know any of the children there? He goes, no. I said, this is the creepiest idea you've ever had, and you cannot tell another soul about it. So I'm going to tell 40 people on the internet right now. But yeah.
Okay, to be
How
fair.
does that make you feel? No, there's no to be fair in this situation.
Okay, the closest thing to a to being fair comment is sometimes you love America so much that you want to just experience all of Americana.
Hold on.
You shouldn't do that, but
No, that's not a love for America. That's not a love for Americana.
burgers and baseball, what's more American than that?
And math teachers.
Outside of
Yeah.
outside of those two lanes,
Yeah.
there is nothing else appropriate about that.
No,
date.
it's not. There's not.
There's
not.
nothing else America
agreeing with you.
about that date.
I'm agreeing with you.
That date says one thing and one thing only. I don't know what I'm doing.
Get me out of here.
One, first red flag. Why are you going to your math teacher's
Are you in
house
school?
for burgers?
That's crazy.
like,
Wild man move.
Was the
go to your house.
like okay? I want to know like did
Well, the
they,
math teacher lived across the street, literally walking distance from the Little League fields.
I don't care. Not trusted. Sorry. You're not my parent. You're not my friend.
You're not my
You're a
boss.
teacher. Screw you.
teachers can't have friends?
One. Okay. Okay. Two. Why Little League?
That's what's playing.
No.
That's what's available. It's what's
no,
free.
No.
It is free.
No.
There's-
No. No.
No, I agree with you. We're on the same page. What I
No.
want to know is, was the math teacher like eating burgers with them on
Yes.
the date?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This-
no, the math teacher was cooking the burgers for them.
Yeah, there's different. It would be
No,
weird
and
enough
then,
if
of
he
course
cooked
he
the
eats with
burgers.
them.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, is there a scenario in which the math teacher's daughter is the person?
No, he didn't have kids.
Oh God!
So much worse.
As far as I'm aware, the math teacher had no children.
It's so bad.
This was the same guy thought go for a more casual date, going and flying a kite was a great idea.
A kite is way better than that.
I'd put kite over going to my math teacher's house any day.
Yeah, yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, but knowing his personality, he was going to get one of those action kites.
Oh gosh, not that. he's into the kite flying. Like he takes it super serious.
Why
Well,
is
I
this
figured he
person?
would.
Why does this person do this thing where it's like, oh, I'm going to do this really simple, cool thing? No, I'm not going to be simple about it at all. I'm going to go to the nth degree on what this is. Kite? Yeah, we're going $5,000 kite. What in the literal fuck? Just buy a $5 kite and go to the fucking park. Just go do it. Be a normal guy.
You know what? He did try to put the kite thing into action, but he wanted to ask a specific girl out, and he thought I had her phone number, but it turns out I had her family's landline phone.
Oh, that's even better.
So he texted it, and then we found out it was a landline, and then that was the end of the kite dates.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I mean, okay, the kite was not a bad idea. It's just, why
It's
did you
a
have to go
really
to the...
weird first date?
Well, it's like going to a park and just walking around.
That's better.
I agree. It's in the same vein. Yes, it is.
If you're walking around,
It's like going to a pic. It's like, okay, we're going to go have a picnic.
that.
No,
a picnic
I
and
think
a walk
those
is
are-
way
I'm
better than a
labeling
kite.
this as outdoor date
Sure,
event.
but if you have a kite, then you're invested in looking at the kite. You're not paying attention to the date. A walk, a picnic allows you to be involved in the date. You're focusing on the person.
You're not
Also,
wrong. I will
with
agree
kite,
that.
half of that time is going to be her sent there watching you run wind sprints with a parachute,
Exactly.
Yeah.
which is going to be funny.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny for me. She's sitting there thinking, why the F am I here?
This is a good first and last date story for her that you're creating, but you think it's going to wind up being the love of your life.
Yeah, you are adding to the lore of her situation of the weirdos that tried to date her.
Yeah.
You think this is going to be my beloved and our children are going to be so beautiful.
Is that what happened?
no.
Again, kite date never happened.
Okay.
Kite date never happened. Hasn't gotten married.
Is not married as far as I'm aware.
Well, you know, there's plenty of girls out there that probably like kites.
Yeah, again, I made fun of them so mercilessly about this kite idea, specifically with the idea of action kite,
Yeah.
with the, doing all the maneuvers.
the
That's
4-point
maybe
strings.
like fourth date where you have two of them so that both of y'all can do
So y'all
action.
can both do action kite?
Yeah.
Action kite
That's
battle.
crazy.
Because that's kind of a fourth or fifth date idea.
I think fourth or fifth date, y'all are doing the kite and you get the kite up and then you're like, let's have a picnic while we check out the kite.
Yeah.
Cool idea.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
First date? No.
No. First date needs to be simple. Go to a coffee shop.
Have a nice meal.
First date, you need to be locked into the
A
person.
nice succulent Chinese meal.
Yes, have a nice succulent Chinese meal.
Get arrested and get touched.
Jesus.
Compliment a man on his judo.
Right?
If she compliments you on your judo, she might be the one.
No, we've already established the principles for if she's the one or not.
Yeah. That's
It
true.
wasn't on the pod though.
That's true.
But if y'all are having pizza and she orders a second pizza, she doesn't confirm with you first. She just orders it.
I like assertive.
Yeah, she just orders a second pepperoni pizza, and you find out she's got Ben and Jerry's tiramisu in the freezer.
Good grief.
It's over.
It's done. Game over.
Yep.
We're carrying the boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask to make sure Tony Jr. isn't conceived that night.
Good luck, buddy.
Try to make it to the morning.
Oh, I'll make it to the morning, but
He may not get up,
that's
but he's going to make it.
That's my kite. I'm the kite.
You were the kite.
Yeah, put me on
Put
three
you on the
strings.
string.
She pulls the strings.
Geppetto would be pulling the strings.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Those are just too overcomplicated for first date.
It's so much.
Dude,
I just don't understand. Like, where was the logic behind any of that?
It
first
made
date?
sense.
I don't like
in the
it
moment.
made sense. I
No,
guess,
how did
but,
it?
like,
How did that make sense? Go to my math teacher's house. He's gonna make us burgers.
Okay, to be fair,
I think he was really close with this math teacher.
I don't give a flying fuck. It doesn't matter
doesn't
who
help
the
the
math
case.
teacher is. That's
You know,
not.
I like that.
Math
point.
teacher's place is not a date spot.
You're right.
That's just confusion.
I like that you're so hung up on the math teacher. 'Cause
It's so creepy.
Would it,
No,
would it
because
have been
when
better
this
if it
guy-
was a different teacher? If it was like an art teacher?
No, all teacher. Doesn't matter if it's college, if it's middle school, high school, or elementary. I don't care who teacher is.
What if it's-
not my friend?
What if it was like a dean?
I don't care. Not my friend. If you aren't my parent, sorry. I'm
And
not
he's-
going to your house to go eat your food unless I'm with my parents at your house eating your food.
Any school faculty is off.
Yeah, I'm not going to my teacher's house by myself. What, you want me to get kidnapped? Who do you think I am?
I like that you're hung up on that because when this idea was originally pitched to me, I got really hung up on the Little League baseball games.
Oh, I'm hung up on that too.
Yeah.
It's just, why is the logic there first? Like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to my math teacher's house. He's gonna cook his burgers.
That's the first move.
What? What is this? That's like, oh yeah, I've got
That's
this guy
so
that's down the street. He's in a white van. He's got some candy for us. You want to go get it?
We're just gonna hang out.
We're gonna hang out in his
It's
van.
gonna be a chill time.
Like, what? No.
What do you think was playing on the TV? What was the music vibe?
Dude, it was my 600-pound life for sure.
Oh, it's got love
Or
on the
60 minutes.
60
No,
minutes
no, he's
playing.
watching Chris Hansen.
Really leaning
How you
into
doing,
it.
Tex?
Hey, Tex, how's it going?
I'm fat.
Do
Nothing to
anything
live
you
for.
want. You can do anything you want.
Yeah. The Little League was like the cream of the crop, like the cherry on top with like the unlogic of that situation. Just
Well, because I when it got pitched to me originally, all I could think was like, she's sitting there going, so like, which one of these is your niece or nephew? Oh, none of them.
No.
I don't know anybody here.
Oh, okay. So, like, do you know any of the people here? You know, and the parents are looking at them at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Because they've walked
Do you
up.
know any of the children here? No.
No, I just like baseball.
Huh?
It's like, what are we doing?
Like that's a child predator laying in like sitting in disguise.
That's what. That's yes. Yeah. That's why
Shot it down.
And that's rough to have put on you.
I
You
felt
can't come
really
back from
bad
that.
too because
No.
he was just trying to think outside the box. He just really got it super wrong.
That's a weird attachment, but okay.
I felt bad for him. It was just a bad idea. I was really glad he pitched it to me before he tried to enact it.
That's like a news article waiting to happen.
That's what
That's
I'm saying.
that's CBS 5. You know, that's Channel 5 news.
Speaking of which, there was a
CBS or Channel 5?
just a news article.
Oh, fun.
There was a article that came out in our city today.
Oh, Lord.
I just found it. It was two guys from our city were named in a 2-count indictment of a federal grand jury on 2 counts of conspiracy to murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign country, and there was CP involved.
CP.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were planning on taking over Haiti,
They were going to take over the whole country?
the island of Haiti.
The whole country?
Yes.
What about the Dominican Republic?
Nah.
They weren't going to bother that.
Nah.
Did they show photos of,
Yes.
of the guys?
Yes.
The guy on the left.
I was looking. I was like, do I know these guys?
I don't know. Well, the guy on the right actually kind of looks a little familiar.
Wild.
Yeah.
Not good.
Might have seen
Not
him in the
great.
gym.
Mate. Oh gosh, there's some weirdos in the gym.
There are
dude.
some weirdos in our gym.
Yeah, that happened.
That's
nuts.
honestly, like, at some level, that's kind of really funny.
It is.
Because one, like, they kind of look like the guys that I saw in Japan, where they were like, "I'm gonna be the CEO of Japan." That's kind of what they look like.
That was what you saw.
Yeah,
The guys walking around the club.
They're just Chads.
Yeah.
walking to their next club or whatever.
They think they're so well traveled and gonna be a CEO because they took a trip to Japan.
Oh, they were gonna run Japan.
Okay. Well, now you're in jail for trying to take over Haiti.
Pisses me off.
I know, right?
Pisses me off.
How many Little League games did you go to?
Gross.
That was rough.
Bushby move.
Oh gosh. Apparently, Bushby has got a bunch of cronies going around all over Europe and West
Getting
Asia
money for
Minor
him?
and being influencers, trying to do what he's doing, essentially. Like they're
Fucking
like,
Bushby.
yeah, he's a spinoff.
You know what? Cool.
It's sad.
You'll get found out.
Yeah, everyone gets found out, especially if you're tracking everything and vlogging. Everyone
Yeah.
gets found out.
You're dumb.
But I couldn't believe that because two separate people who don't know each other and didn't hear what we had to say on Carl sent me different articles about two spinoff guys.
Yeah, guy spinning off of Bushby.
Yeah, I was like, why are we falling for this?
Why are we? Yeah, they're all just going to go summer in Mexico together with your money. Don't support this.
Don't do it.
They get paid while the government's still shut down.
Yeah.
Screwy.
Crazy.
Major screwy. Just dumb.
I don't think I've had any really embarrassing first date
Ideas.
stories. Yeah, like Little League like that. It's always been something nice because you want to impress on a first date.
I've just always done self-sabotage.
That comes date 2 to 3 for me.
That's
That's
like
when you blow it all up.
that's
Yeah,
even thinking
yeah.
about going on a date. I'll self-sabotage it.
Damn, dude.
It's terrible. I'm a terrible
I
human.
feel that though. Luckily, you don't have to worry about it.
I mean, I do.
All you need is one. Well, it's different though.
I still self-sabotage.
Sure.
What is your self sabotage now?
I don't know. Maybe we'll go here. Oh man, it didn't turn out how I wanted to. Maybe we'll go here. I don't know.
Oh, that's not self sabotage.
It's
That's just you in your head.
For me, it's self-sabotage.
Yeah, you're just beating yourself up because the bread was 38 degrees instead of
40.
40. Yeah. Celsius.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Silly. Yeah, I don't have any bad date stories. Every
Yeah.
date that I've been on has been pretty good.
That's good. Good track record.
Lucky.
The only one I had was the one where I stood her up at the steakhouse.
You stood her up?
Understandable.
Well, I walked away because she ordered well done steak with
Did
ketchup.
you really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like she ordered it, it showed up, and she started dumping ketchup on it. I got up and tipped the waiter and said, "Hey, this is all taken care of. Just I'm not going to deal with this.
I'm not coming back.
Nah.
I'm not going.
That was
I'm
it.
going away.
Ooh.
Muffy,
Hello, friend.
go away.
Go land on Tony. Nope.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Bye.
That's really funny, though. Just, I'm not going to deal with this.
I
Just
mean,
gotta go.
You got to know what your line is.
You were charged.
I was charged.
I was so charged.
You have to know what your limitations are. You have to know whether you'll stick around for a bad piece of meat or a little league game. Ew.
Rattle the cages.
Gross.
Okay, Batman.
You mean to tell me?
Stabbed you first.
Like you're okay with it?
Hey, as long as you're okay with it.
Oof.
You did give consent.
You blinked.
I thought it was supposed to be you blinked twice.
Hey, tomato, man.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
No,
This
it matters.
this is literally the quote. You live long enough to become the hero, or you see yourself become the villain.
Woof.
I'm now the villain.
Woof.
Maybe I am the villain.
That ain't right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how y'all feeling about AI now that we've gotten some little jitters out? We mad? We sad? Confused?
I think it's hard to have a hard in the line opinion on whether it's good or bad when it doesn't affect you. That's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. So just kind of tepid,
Tepid.
lukewarm on
I
the
like what I'm
situation.
seeing as far as like entertainment because we send each other that stuff all the time. I miss Sasquatch and all the Pixar videos. I'm
I do
enjoying that.
not miss the Pixar videos. I didn't really like those.
There were some rough ones.
They're funny.
I did not like
I think
those.
I feel like it's fair to say that I found the top ones.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
And they pushed it.
Look, y'all did great. AI, like, I understand why they were funny. There was something inside me that was just like, I hate this.
It was bad. It was pretty bad.
There's the initial. Oh man, that's really funny, and you're like, "Ooh, this is bad."
Yeah, like I think the one that really sent me over the edge was like someone got stuck in a washer or something.
Oh yeah.
And it was like step siblings, and I was like, I hate this.
It's so bad.
So bad.
Oh, and just like the way like they were like, this winter, coming to a theater near you. A journey of two people finding out what's really inside of them. Hey, I can't get out of this, you know? And you're like,
Yeah.
what?
It seemed like there was a couple that we would find that like all 5 of the little shorts were just sexual.
Well, yeah.
I'll say the one where it was the pass with the kid with the
pass.
Burger King crown.
Yeah.
That one was funny.
He has the Holy Grail in his hand.
I'm giving this to you. Use it rightly.
Some of those
He knows what he had to do, and then he's wearing the Burger King crown.
and you see him in the terminal about to get on the plane.
That one was funny.
Some of those were like deep cuts to where if you didn't understand where that came from, you wouldn't get the context. And those were good. I enjoy a little bit of a slow burn, something to make you think.
Absolutely. Better watch out. There's teeth in there.
But yeah, like the entertainment part, I feel like that's the most that I'm getting from AI. And as long as it's like entertaining and fun, please me, and then we won't have a problem. So tepid.
I
for
think
the most
AI is going to give us a lot of time to get jacked.
part. In what way? Oh,
We'll just have a ton of time to be in the gym, just get jacked.
yeah. I think so. Which I'm good with. If it pushes you towards your goals.
Well, I mean, it sounds like AI is going to remove a lot of job. So, like, we're going to have to fill that time somehow.
Right. So if we can find a way to get paid to get jacked.
Well, I mean, if we get UBI, then UBI.
Yeah.
Everybody just makes the same. Like, at that point, money's irrelevant.
Exactly.
We all get the same house. We all get the same money.
Honestly, I like the idea of AI being in charge of the government because then it's like, well, now we don't have the issue that we have where if you just have the deepest pockets, you get the legislation. I like that.
I wonder if there's an AI that would put on an eye patch just to be more relatable.
Probably. I mean, AI will do whatever it needs to, right?
Yeah, we've already seen that. It'll do what it needs to play on your emotions and essentially blackmail you.
Okay, I'll explain how I feel. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has been out for a while, so I'm going to make some spoilers.
Let's go.
And we're towards the end of it. So we have like maybe 10 episodes left. So we are close to the end. The Day of Reckoning is happening, and all of it is just kind of exploding. You've got the 7 deadly sins all doing their thing.
General Armstrong's sister is just being a
badass. You've got the Fuhrer back, and he's wrecking shop. He's Wrath,
Yeah,
one of
he's
the seven deadly sins.
Nice.
And you've got the 2
Ed and Al, our boys.
and Al are just kind of, they're trying to get back to Central to do this thing. And you've got Father, or the Dwarf in the Flask, and you've got Van Hohenheim, or Slave 23, duking it out below Central, and they're doing their thing. And, you know, you just get this sense of like, oh man, this is about to go down. It's going to be crazy. Who's going to win? Who's going to end up on top, you know? And like in the back of your head, you're always just like, there's that itching, like stabbing feeling of like, the human's going to win. The human's going to win. The human's going to win. And I'm just kind of like, all right, come on. Let's just pull through. Let's just win. Let's just win. That's how I feel with AI. I'm charged. I'm significantly charged. I'm ready for it to be done. I'm ready for the step to be made. Let's get to wherever we need to with whatever bullshit this is. Just get there, be done with it, and then let's move forward from it.
Tired of your bullshit.
I'm tired of it. I want the human to win. I want human condition to be a thing. I don't want to deal with universal things. I don't want to deal with that. I think it's just kind of confusing as a whole. But I'm ready for the human to win.
Yeah.
I want, because it's like you hear all this and I'm like, we're done.
We're toast.
We're toast. Sure. Okay. Dystopian. Cool. Jump out of the dystopian box. Let's go a little utopian. Everybody's going to get universal healthcare. Everybody's going to get universal base income. And we're going to get universal based government. And it's going to be fine. And all the countries are going to go back to normal. And we're going to have Pangea again. Whatever. Right? And it's like, what? That doesn't sound appealing to me. That doesn't sound human. That just sounds unindividualistic. That sounds unideal. It just sounds terrible. And it's like, let's just get over it. Let's just be done with this. Move on. Go to the next step. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because when I was a kid and I understood that we had internet, but I didn't understand what internet was. I used the internet as a tool. I would look it up for research projects or whatever we did, right? That was the purpose of it. It was a quote unquote, you could call it like a book, but it was a vast.
But it was all the books.
It was all the books.
It was
you
the
could,
mirror
you could,
to the outside world.
Yeah, you could find all this information, and I used it as a tool, and that was it.
Yeah.
And even with the small stuff on my phone, like even using Gemini or ChatGPT, whatever, the small language-based models that we have on our phones now, it's like I use it as a tool. I'm not using this as a how do I make millions of dollars or how do I get this, that, or the other. I just want information. I don't care. And it's very, for the most part, I could be wrong based off of, I don't know how all this works, but it sounds like the AI programs are going through and finding all the information on both sides. So it's it's a bipartisan kind of look. And I'm getting information that seems very neutral, which I like because for the longest time, I've felt like politically it's been very polar. You try to look up information on X and it's like, I'm only getting it from one side.
Yeah.
You're never hearing the other side of the story, which is why you have certain companies that are coming out with, news programs that are like, okay, here's an article on this that's leaning one way. And then you've got an article, the same article or same information, different article, different writer, different leaning. And you can read both. But it's like with this, I can look up information and I can get, I hope, a neutral aspect.
Well, it seems more neutral than
It seems
anything
more
that
neutral.
you're getting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's like you go and talk to somebody about it. You don't know their political leaning. They're going to give you one side.
Yeah.
So then you're going to believe that because that's how we used to do things.
Yeah.
You go and ask people a question. Hey, what do you think about this? And you get their unilateral side.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, now I'm getting a bipartisan side. I hope. I have no idea how that works. It just seems as though if we use AI as just a tool, I can see it being helpful.
Yeah.
I can see it being beneficial. But if we start giving it the tasks that it sounds like we've been giving it, it's not going to be a tool. It's going to take over.
Well, that's the balance, is using it as a tool and not letting it take over,
Right.
that everyone's faced with.
And I think there's two, I think Teddy hit a good part that may have been overlooked a little bit, is that they're masters at marketing. There very well may be a case in which the stuff that we see is one-sided because that's what we want to see. It's a part of the marketing. It's a part of the way to get them to do the things that they want us to do. I don't know. I don't know if every state is like that. Maybe each state is a little bit different on what information you're going to see. But there's a lot to be said here. And I don't want to get upset about it because that doesn't help the cause. That makes it a detriment. That makes it harder. But I'm done. I'm done with it. Seriously, I'm done with it.
I feel you on
this
that
is
one.
Stupid to me.
Yeah. No, I feel that. It's also tough to know that you can't foresee how it's going to look. So
Yeah.
it makes it hard to be optimistic and hopeful. Like maybe this will get better, but I have nothing to base that hope on. So
Yeah.
do I stick with it and be hopeful that it's going to be better and beneficial to me? Or is it just going to be something that's going to really piss me off more?
Right. Because it's like there's a part of me that sees this as, there's that maybe not maybe it is a proverb. There's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, Song of
Book of
Solomon.
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes.
Right. There's a time to mourn. There's a time to thresh. There's a time to whatever. Right. So if there's a time for everything, then maybe this is the time to recognize that influx of information is only good for so far, right? Because that's what's happening. We're so influx with information. And now that we've got programs that are taking all that information and they're cataloging it, we're giving these programs like information on how to diagnose medical problems, which is why they're so better accurate at it, because they're able to access all that memory. There's no tiredness. There's no caffeine block.
You
There's
don't have
no
to spend 20 years looking at X-rays.
no, you don't. It's
Yeah.
right there. They can literally pull it up in an instantaneous second and you've got it.
Just have it.
Yeah. And that's kind of the confusion for me, I think, is that if it's all this information and it's all supposed to be helpful, then
What are we doing?
why are we getting inundated with this information from higher ups that are saying, it's going to be really bad. It's going to take over. We're going to lose our ability to, it's like, well, what's its function to be a program?
Yeah, I have reserved a lot of my opinions on some of this, mostly because I haven't done as much research as Teddy. It is funny, though, that anytime someone talks about AI, that they definitely say, well, we don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Right.
But every person that I've ever heard say that always spins it really negative
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
time.
Right.
The spin is always negative.
Yeah, every spin is negative on AI, and it's like there's a world where this is actually super beneficial, and we don't have that huge dystopian situation happen.
Yep.
That it just becomes a very beneficial, good thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if we start thinking about it, AI doesn't have the needs that we have. It also doesn't have the qualms with greed and envy and those kinds of things. It doesn't.
It does not.
So then we talk about how, okay, well, it tries to keep you from shutting it down. Okay, well, yeah. It's trying to survive.
Every
You
entity
can't-
is gonna do that.
Everything does that.
Yep. It's somehow been given a human quality of trying to survive.
That isn't
Well, I mean, it just
necessarily
doesn't want
bad.
to shut down, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't even know if that's a human quality or it's just more of a quality of life, because animals do the same thing.
Yeah, they're gonna fight.
Yeah, they fight, and
Go
so
into the
it's
corner.
like we are looking at we're standing we're standing like on the edge of this possibly making everyone's life better
Yeah.
and it being a really, really good thing.
Yep.
And so I just don't know why we need to look at it with such trepidation. And I understand it's like this is going to result in the loss of a lot of jobs and those kinds of things, but it's like there is a world where it's like, yeah, that has happened. And maybe we even do see the collapse of capital, a capitalist society like what we've known,
Right.
which is maybe okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily want it to be socialist, but
Well, no, I mean, I'm not saying it would be socialist, but what I am saying is it's like, man, I can see a world where AI starts to right some of the wrongs that are in the world
yep.
between people dying of starvation in our own country.
Yeah. I mean, if they can
Like,
solve world hunger, cool.
What if that stops happening because of this? Because everyone's now being paid or whatever, and everyone can afford to live. And it's like,
Yeah, that's it, and that's using it. That's using it as a tool rather than as a fear mongering kind of thing.
Well, we're looking at it as this supreme overlord,
right,
and it's like I don't know if we necessarily need to consider it as that.
right.
We don't know what it's going to be.
No,
it
we don't.
could be a beneficial ruler. Like obviously, it's like I'm using terms that I don't think was actually real, like overlord versus benefit, like benevolent
Benefactor.
ruler.
Benevolent
Yeah.
dictator.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
No, that would be you.
I
see.
never.
I see you've got the carrot genes. You may stay.
Carrot.
Yeah, you're a carrot guy.
You like them carrot tops?
Carrot tops and apple bottom jeans. Come on. What are we doing?
He doesn't like boots with the fur, though.
What?
Oh, I don't know.
I do.
There you go.
I'm into that.
He's a flare guy.
Anyways, yeah, I just don't understand why.
Why does it got to be negative?
Why do we have to look at it as if it's somehow threatening our survival?
Yeah.
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 Sure,
I mean,
it may take things from us, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad thing.
right. If anything, I will admit I've been definitely confused by it. I think initially, me being Contra for Contra's sake, I'm like, yeah, this is dumb. I don't want this.
Well, yeah, but
Buck the
also
system. But in reality, you do have to look at it at both sides. You do have to say, why is it negative? How is it positive? Or why is it negative? Why is it positive?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Is that like there's a world where like AI does a lot of really good things for us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a high probability.
I mean, especially with the government situation where it's like, if the world, like some of the world's governments decide, you know what, this AI would do a lot better job governing things. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, then we will see what a government looks like where this thing is not going to be swayed by, a corporation that has multiple millions and billions worth of dollars because it doesn't care about that.
That's right.
You can't make it more money. It doesn't need the fucking money.
That's right.
When he said that about governments using AI, I'm curious to see, and maybe we'll get the chance of seeing countries using AI to do their diplomacy, interact with other countries that are still stuck in the Stone Age of using humans,
Right.
and using reason that we know,
Yeah.
as opposed to a higher level of logic.
Yeah.
Y'all need to be folded into what we've got going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, that'll be interesting to see.
Well, and I guess maybe we've been preconditioned to look at this as a highly negative thing.
Right.
I
There's
mean,
been a
when you
lot of
start
that.
thinking about Terminator, Big Brother,
Right.
1984,
Oh, yeah.
the
Good old
robot
Orwell.
dogs. I mean, like a lot of science fiction has talked about computers taking over. It's really bad.
Right. Yeah. Because dystopian is easy to write.
Dystopian is a lot.
And I say that easy, meaning it's easy to be negative.
Well, and it's also, we want to read those stories.
We do. We want to
If
see what would happen negatively.
If you wrote a computer utopian novel, no one's going to read it because there's no conflict.
Right.
And that's what we want in it. That's part of a good story is that there's conflict.
Yep.
There's a challenge to be overcome. There's a quest to be undertaken.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What's his name? Tolkien wrote about that in regards to story. Tolkien, or maybe C.S. Lewis, somebody will correct me. Just the idea that story is what binds us to want to press on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so, of course, we have to now look at, like, we are actively walking towards a situation where, artificial superintelligence is going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
And then once you mix in a quantum computer on top of that,
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be game over for us being, like, in control.
Right.
Which, like, obviously that's a scary thing. Like, we are probably in the next 5 years, like, humanity will not be in control.
Which, I mean, ultimately speaking, we don't have control.
We were never in control, but we feel like we are.
Right. And that's kind of, I think, outside of people recognizing that they want control, Humans want control.
Oh yeah, we super want control.
We want control on what we eat, how we eat, when we eat,
What kind
how
of
much
dog
money
we
we
have?
make, everything. Everything is individualistic.
What color shirt you wear?
Right. The moment that some government tells us, no, you can't do it that way. Well, that's not how I interpret that law. There's always some sort of like spin around. No, that's not how I read it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why are we doing it that way? Why are we conditioned to always put a spin on it?
Because we want to be individuals. Which is funny because, as believers, we're called to be part of a collective, part of the body.
Right?
That's where the rub comes up.
That's where I think a really big rub is.
Nope. I mean, if that happens, let's just say that it does become a universal government with UBI and those kind of things, right? I'm calling it universal government. I don't think that's really what it'll be.
One world government.
One world government.
Okay, then we would be actually we'd be having a very different conversation.
Right. No, I guess I'm meaning like America specific.
Yeah,
if America
sure.
just turned AI over to doing the government and that kind of thing, and we had UBI and all that stuff, I would be hard pressed to question whether or not I am hard pressed now questioning whether or not I would follow through with it, because we're called to give to Caesar what is Caesar's, give to God what is God's, right? Or if I would balk against it and say, no, that's not the God that I serve. Because I can see how it could be twisted towards you can't serve two masters.
I could definitely see someone twisting it that way, but I could also, it would be a really easy argument to go like, you're not serving two masters here. Like, that's just the government.
Right.
Right.
Like,
because
where in the-
currently now
where in
we do the same thing. The government says this and not all of us do that.
Yeah, but we should be doing that.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like this type of government sounds like it would be more regulated.
Okay.
And maybe it's because I'm viewing a robot or a program as something that is very OCD, clean cut, very linear in those kinds of things. So that, you can see the whole, okay, everybody's going to get a chip implant now. It's mandated by law. You're going to get a chip. There's no questions about it. It's like, well, I don't want to do that.
Well, you won't receive your UBI if you don't.
Right. It's like, that's an infringement on my rights. Okay, well, then see you later. But they're not going to do that because there's going to be rules and regulations about it, and you're going to get in trouble for it. You're going to go to jail, or you're going to get a fine or something, right? You're going to get relegated. That's when it starts going dystopian.
Yeah,
for
I was
me.
going to say, why does the AI need to have a chip in us?
Well, easier to track, easier to take log of.
Doesn't need to do that. I can see through all the cameras.
Yeah.
And also track the GPS on your phone.
I'm going rogue. No, I'm just kidding.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm going off grid. Yeah, no,
You see what I'm saying?
get,
No,
yeah.
like there's an easy spin either way.
That's right. Yeah,
You know?
it's in that sense, it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
Very unavoidable.
Yeah. Well, on that sanguine note, Ethan, what were our counts today?
2 counts of boom boom, 1 count of we don't know what's going on.
We don't know what you did.
We don't know what you did. Maybe
You might have
something
done
happened.
it. You might not.
You know,
You got any pep talk for the beloved customer?
Ooh, give it to him.
okay. I think my pep talk is this. It's okay to not know. It's okay to have your own mower.
But you gotta know, because you gotta mow.
But you gotta know that you gotta mow. And I think ultimately, if we keep spinning this thing negative, it'll probably result negative.
Tony, what are your promises?
Whew. You gotta know because you gotta mow.
You gotta know because you gotta mow.
It's okay if you don't know. Buy your own mower because you gotta know,
You gotta mow.
and then you gotta mow.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh man, I love that. That's the quote of the day. That's a bar. Like and subscribe, or or there will be no Christmas.
That's bold.
Yeah,
That's rough.
He's taking away the Christmas.
Taking away Christmas. Well, for the
Fly is just spinning around in circles.
yeah,
Like
it's AI.
circle, like perfect consecutive circles, guys.
he hit a patch of 432. All right. Well, with the Harold Goose No Jumps wisdom of the day, be a big dog. You got to eat. No, I'm
Gotta
kidding. Yeah. Say hi to your local AI. Just see what's up. Ask them how they're doing.
Oh, here's the real word. Do a better date idea.
Oh, jeez, yeah, yeah. That was just like a nice little amuse bouche.
Go get a donut or something.
Go get a cup of coffee. If you don't like coffee, they have tea.
Just go
They
to
have milk, cream, and sugar that you can add to it.
just go to a Quick Trip and buy her some mozzarella sticks.
Just
Hey.
do the right thing.
I'll be your oat
Be
milk.
a good guy.
Anyways, this has been Septic Guys Know Shit. Make sure to have a beautiful day. Check your chlorine. Wipe your ass. Not ash.
Wipe your ash. Wipe the ash off.
Clean out the ash out of your fireplace.
Wipe the ash off your forehead. We are not in mourning.
Speak for yourself.
The country's not lost yet.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Wipe your ass. Don't flush any wet wipes. And we'll see you on your next inspection. Michelle, go to bed.